Hi, it's that time again for a poetry reading. This poetry reading is for fall. So I wanted to come and spend some time with fall. I do have a candle burning. Sorry, that's what I was staring at. It's Valencia orange, rose, and clove. So like a fall scent. It's not very heavy. I don't like strong scents. So it sounds like it's a lot, but it's not. Anywho, I also have tea. And water. So, gotta stay hydrated. Take a drink. Because for some reason, I feel nervous and I don't know why. Okay. Anyway, it's time for a poetry reading. So get settled in and just sit back, relax. I do have questions this time in a mug, cut up. To keep them random when I answer them. And yeah, so we'll take a little break in between. Okay, we're gonna take a deep breath. Ready? Okay, I can do this. All right, you settled in? The first poem is untitled. Waded in the waters, as I sometimes do. Followed the familiar nudge of the current. Unaware, you were the moon pulling the tide. Waves splash against me. I'm pleasantly adrift in the open sea. Love's imprint. Ripples, it's what you've created on my mind and my heart. I've tried to understand it, but there's no logic to be found. You are a mirror to my soul, and I've decided to let go. You call, and I'll meet you in the in-between. Free fall into what cannot be seen. I feel it though. I feel it so deeply. The love I have for you fills me completely. Untitled, another untitled poem. Okay, untitled. All is not dead. Life persists. A dance of give and take, a union of patience and timing. All is not dead, life persists, a melody of release and receive, a symphony of constant steadiness. All is not dead, life persists. Reality bent. Where we exist cannot be seen. My mind runs to it any chance it gets. Where we exist can only be felt. Our heart's rhythm's the SOS. Where we exist is blurred, a strange paradigm of love. Where we exist is where I want to be, no matter the reality. Open sea. You are the destination I seek. I lay out the map, try to set the course to you, but I found you unknowingly. Who I was in the maturation of who I am, a beautiful blending of paths led me to this moment. I've stumbled upon my soul's treasure. I look at the map, try to chart the course to you. Immediately perplexed and overwhelmed, there are too many paths. Which one is it? I lay out the map, look to the sky. Remember, I follow the narrow way. I choose the path lit by love and abandon of self. I will have faith. You are the destination I seek. Beautiful refuge. Lost in you, it's where I'm safest. Wandering in your beauty uncovers all your love for me. The wind carries your truth. I bend to its embrace. Hidden in the evergreen, devotion unconditional. I am found in you. Okay, so we're gonna take a second for me to do the questions. And yeah, okay. Okay, that's how we're gonna start. The first question. What was your bravest moment? I think we all have a lot of brave moments. I don't know if there's a bravest moment. I think a small thing of being honest with your emotions, at least for me, as someone who is used to not sharing their emotions. That's brave to me, right? Because it's being vulnerable, saying, hey, this is what it is. Just other brave moments I've had. So yeah, I don't want to like dishonor small moments. So, you know, being honest with your emotions, speaking up for yourself. I want to honor that as well. But I think that when I had my son, that was probably one of the bravest moments because I had to have an emergency C-section. TMI. But anywho, and when they were in the process of trying to do that, it was emergency. They come back anyways. He stopped breathing for a split second. And I just remember being like, do whatever you have to do to me. Make sure he's okay. And we're both okay, so thank God for that. But anyway, did I answer that question? Okay, moving on. It's a long one. I swear there's lighthearted questions in here. I don't know why on earth. Let's shake it up some more. Kate. I can do this. How many people have you told I love you in a romantic context? Okay, so this is probably a good thing to make, a good moment for me to explain. I can tell people all the time that I love them. I can be friendly, flirtatious, meaning as in like, you know, joking around, right? But things that actually matter to me, which can be confusing, right? Because I seem like I'm this open person. But things that matter to me, like that are really close, including romantic love, it's actually hard for me to say. Oh, let me answer the question, sorry. Romantic people, okay. 3. Including now, 3. What was I saying? I don't know. The answer to the question is 3, including now. It's hard. I don't know why. It's so weird. Like I get this whole thing right here that's happening to me. It was just like when I'm being honest with my emotions. And I think it's because back a while ago, I did We're Not Really Strangers with my friend Brittany, who I've known since I was 10. And the last question was like, you know, what have you opened me up to, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, basically we ended up talking about how like I stayed away from like real love. I'm fine with just superficial things. Used to be. Past tense. This is all past tense. And it's because, and then she was like, she made a joke basically about how like, you know, feeling. And it's not that I don't feel. I actually feel very deeply, which is why I used to stay away from it. That's it. So I feel it all deeply. And if you've paid attention to my channel at all, I think you'd gather that. So anyway, moving on. Come on, lighthearted question. Oh, okay, good. What's your favorite board game? That's hard. I really like games a lot. Any kind of form of game. Board game, video game, mobile game. Anywho, I'm addicted to a mobile game right now. It's the game I've played the longest, I think, ever in my life. Okay, board game. I'm gonna go with Clue. Stick with a classic. Yeah, I think I'll go with Clue. Alrighty. Check it up each time. Just, okay. When was the last time you belly laughed? I think that was just yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was yesterday, actually, yeah. I was watching a show about a group of friends traveling together. They always make me laugh. They do. Okay. All right. Next question. What was the first album you bought? Okay. TLC. Oh, it's TLC on the TLC tip and something like that. Yeah. That first album, their first album. Okay. And again, that's Bailey. She did get groomed. It's just, that's what her paws do now. Okay. How has your place in the birth order impacted you? Again, if you've watched my channel, you will know that I have a younger sister. And being the oldest, how has it impacted me? I learned responsibility at a very young age. Okay. What's the weirdest thing in your closet? Isn't weird relative to everybody? I have the movie Fifth Element. I have a costume to dress up like her that I got last fall. There's a local Comic-Con that happens here, and I didn't go to it. I was gonna wear it. And it's just been sitting there, and I haven't worn it, and I don't know if I'm going to, because I don't like drawing attention to myself, and the costume draws attention. I don't know what I was thinking when I got it. I think I was braver at the moment. Okay, moving on. Next one. What's your favorite place locally? Take a drink of tea, because and I'll think on that. I didn't really have to think on it. I'm like, there's a place here in Kansas City. It's in downtown Kansas City, and it's Union Station and Crown Center. And the train station has like restaurants in it and shopping areas, and there's just a lot of like old stuff in there because it's been around. It's a train station, it's been around forever. And then Crown Center also is like a mall shopping area that also has restaurants and different shopping stores. That's the word, stores. But they always have something going on, and there's like fountains during the summertime, and I have memories of like as being a kid, I have memories of when I was a kid running around, like we could run around the fountain. I don't think you can do that anymore because people have been not smart and doing not smart things. So, and then like during Christmas, there's always there's an ice skating rink over there too. I can't ice skate, but it is pretty. And they always like have it really decorated. It's really, really pretty during Christmas. Yeah, I think it's just because of how they keep it decorated and all that. Anyways, there's also really good restaurants in there. Union Station. And it's been a while since I've eaten at Crown Center. I don't know. Anywho, that'd be where locally. Next one. What's the best advice you've ever received? What's the best advice I've ever received? That's hard. I feel like I've gotten, I've gotten a lot of good advice. Like memorable advice. I'll share two right now. I don't know. There's a lot. Okay, pick one. Okay, well, there was a while ago that I was told, like I was explaining about how it's hard for me to trust others. Again, not so much anymore. I would hope, I think. No? Okay, Priscilla. Sorry, I'm gonna stop deflecting with me joking. It's not hard for me to trust others now. Okay. Anyhow, Because of how I grew up and just things that happened in my life, I found it very hard to trust people. And so back, I don't know, I went to a therapist and they told me, I was explaining that to her, and she just said, you know, you don't have to go all in. She used gambling as a metaphor, which I thought, but I liked it. It was good. Anyway, because love is a gamble, right? But anywho, and she said that, you know, you don't have to go all in, right? You can ante and then see like, oh, okay, was that? Oh, okay, I'm going to bet again, or I'm going to raise it or whatever. Or you're like, oh yeah, you know, I'm glad I only anteed this much and be like, I'm done. But I liked that. She also explained to me about how, like, you know, life is a cake and we make our own cake. We put the ingredients in that cake. We create that cake, right? And that love and relationships can add sweetness or the icing to the cake, right? But they are not the cake. But it sure makes the cake taste better when it comes around, you know? Okay. I feel like I'm starting to get hyper-focused, so here's hoping it makes sense. All right. Describe the contents of your ideal picnic basket. I've once said before, I don't have favorites of anything. And it's not that I don't have favorites. It's that I feel like there are nuances to life. I mean, fall is my favorite. Fall's my favorite of everything. You know, no, that's good. Okay. Anyway, but predominantly speaking, I don't have favorites because it's like, you know, depends on what's going on. So, you know, if it's during the winter, it could be, you know, hot cocoa. During the winter, it could be hot cocoa. And like, you know, I don't know, a really nice, I don't know, like snack or something. Or it can be like gimbap, which is a Korean rice roll. If you don't know what it is, Google it. Educate yourself. Gimbap. With green tea, you know, and fruit. Or it could be wine and cheese and fruit and meats. I don't know. Just depends, right? You gotta see. I don't know. Anyway, that answered the question. Moving on. Who is your favorite movie couple and why? That I don't know if I have a favorite of at all. Let me think. Okay. I think it'd be, I don't know if they're considered a couple, but Wall-E, the movie, animated movie. I like Eve and Wall-E in it. I like that they're what they represent and how their love brings everybody else along with them. Yeah, I think they're my freaking favorite couple. Even though I don't know if they're really a couple or not. I also like, in the movie The Village by M. Night Shyamalan. I'm just a fan of, I like a lot of his stuff. Have you ever seen Lady in the Water? Have you ever seen Lady in the Water? Gosh, I can't speak today. That's a good movie. Anyway, in The Village, that's kind of a sad. Anyway, moving on. The answer is Wall-E, Eve, and Wall-E. Okay. Is this one question? Talk about what you know about your birth story. Okay. I know that I made it seem really easy. I made my mom feel like birth was easy, because apparently it was not anything intense. I know that, yeah, she said it wasn't anything intense enough to make her think she could have another kid. sister came about because I made labor seem really easy. And that I did not come out crying, that I came out cooing and blowing bubbles. It was late spring, technically spring. I previously said 1:21 p.m. I apologize. I don't know why I said that. I do know my birthday. Anyway, my birth time. I went and looked at my birth certificate. It's 1:20 p.m. And I don't know why on earth I said 1:21. Must have been excited and just blurted out something. But it's 1:20 p.m. So it was a late spring day. 1:20 p.m. There you go. Okay. What would you like your next tattoo? Wait, sorry. What would you like for your next tattoo? Got to add that preposition in there. Otherwise, it didn't make any sense. Okay. I actually want to get my 2 tattoos that I have redone. Do I want to share what I want it to be? Sure, maybe it'll happen if I say it. So I have rhythm and passion up here, and treble clef in the center, and angel and thought or prayer down below, both on my back. And I think I want to make it into like the tree to be, or the angel to be in the center of the tree trunk, and to come up and to be a willow tree, right? And then turn the rhythm and passion treble clef into a full moon. Well, and I think I still want it to say what it says and show it, right? But I want it to be a full moon. That's what I would like. That's a big back tattoo, but you know. Okay. What was your bedroom like as a child? Neat. I oftentimes had to share a room with my sister. Yeah, always. And so that, like, because that was like the only thing I could control. Anyway, I was a very neat kid because it was a way of control. Yeah. So I used to be really, 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 like, even now, I can see if something's changed. I can, like, take in a lot of information. And I have learned to live better with other people because, you know, you gotta ease up a little bit. But yeah, I used to be pretty, yeah, like I had a dollhouse. I didn't have toys really as a kid. I don't know why on earth I'm sharing this. Anyway, I didn't have a lot of toys as a kid. One, I wasn't a toy player. Like, that just wasn't my personality. I had stuffed animals, books. Yeah. But there was a dollhouse that I did want that drove my sister nuts because I didn't want to play with it. My form of playing, oh wow, I don't know why on earth I'm sharing this, but I'm going to share it. Okay, my form of playing was to arrange it and leave it be. And that drove my sister nuts because she liked playing. My mom bought each of us the same exact dollhouse. And it drove my sister nuts that I didn't play with it. But because of how my memory is, I would know if she played with it because it didn't matter how well she tried to put everything back. If one thing was off, I knew. Getting to know all about you, me, Priscilla. Okay. We'll see if I leave this. I don't know. I'm going to leave it. I can feel it. Ay, Dios mío. Okay. Next question. What's your idea of a perfect date? Again, it just depends, you know? It just depends. I've gone to arcades before and played. That was fun. I've gone to live music before. That was fun. Gone to the movies. What would be my perfect date? I don't know. Just enjoying each other. Yeah. know if it answered it. I guess, I apologize if you hear my dog. What would be my perfect date? Something that I don't have to plan. That can be hard, right? I say that, and I feel like that can be hard. I'm sorry, I just drew out the last question, but I'm gonna finish my thought. But I have to be in charge of a lot of things oftentimes. And so, you know, surprising me, just planning it, being like, you know, I think Priscilla would like this. And I'm the type of person just to appreciate, like, you know, anyway. Last question. What is your earliest memory? Oh, I really did remember this. And I had to actually ask my mom when I was younger to ask her if it was really true what I remembered. And she's like, yes, that really happened. When I was 1, I think my mom and my cousin were setting up for my birthday party. I think, if this is the story, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, and so my cousin had come over to help, and I'm 1 year old wandering around holding a balloon, and for some reason found a key, stuck that key. This is going to sound like a story. I mean, it's the truth. Stuck the key, balloon in one hand, key in the other hand. Stuck the key, I think, or maybe they were both in the same hand. I don't know. All I know is I stuck a key into a light socket. The balloon popped, and my thumb and like were all black. Yeah, that's my earliest memory. Because also too, everybody used to joke about how like that's how I have curly hair, because the family I grew up with did not have curly hair like me. So, all right, that was the question portion of this here poetry reading. I need a drink of water, 1 second. Okay, let's get settled back in. You ready? Okay. Cherish. I hold on to you, breathe, close my eyes, return to you. Remember the joy knowing you brings. I breathe, allow shared memories to flow through every part of me. Hope fills me. It is you that I hold on to. Ethereality. In the quiet stillness we meet. My mind settles. I breathe. Feel you here with me. You calm my every anxiety. Your love frees me. Cared for, held by you, I am undone. Ambrosia. My love in full bloom lifts, follows the wind to make its way to you. Gentle, I pray, you find my love's fragrance to be. Its aroma sweet, delicate, satisfying, pleasing to you entirely. Blooming. Happily I call you to me. Come, drink in my love. Let its fragrance fill your senses, delicately soothe, ease away every want, desire you carry. Gladly I invite you to come, stay in the blush of our love. Its nectar sweet, delicious, satisfying. In this moment our hearts are shared, surrendered. We are one, complete, renewed back to life. Anthem. What I thought was forgotten lingered deep within. Prayers fervent, hope untarnished, faith enduring. Untouched my dream, my desire, what I want, what I have always longed for is you. Your love present, constant, fierce yet delicate, tenderly wraps me in its strength, holds me intentionally, carefully blooming, awakening beauty from every part of me. Attentively, my love is expressed, its devotion tenacious, its affection ardent. Blissfully, my heart decrees that it is you that I purely, simply love wholeheartedly. Beckoning, I need you. For the truth you speak, you quiet, answer all my questioning. I need you to be near when insecurities lie, whisper defeat, and all I feel is distance. I need you for the heaviness. You sweep away, silence my every anxiety. I love you for how constant, steady you remain, consistently faithful in your love for me. I love you for loving me as I have always dreamed. Freely, I give you my heart. Its devotion completely yours, to keep, hold, for all eternity. Okay, so that's the end of the poems. Thank you so much for spending time with me and for sitting here and listening to my silliness and awkwardness and goofiness. I do hope that you were able to enjoy the poetry reading. And again, just thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a great day, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. Okay. Bye. Love you.